Hello viewers, welcome to Elimu TV, a station where you watch and learn. I'll be taking you through Geography Form 1, Lesson 38. I am your teacher, Madam Rosemary Osano, and our topic of discussion is mining. On to the lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to describe oil exploitation in the Middle East, countries of Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, and Kuwait. Let's start with oil in Saudi Arabia. Location of the oil field. Exploration started in 1933 by the Standard Oil Company of California. Drilling began in 1938. The largest oil fields in Saudi is the Daman oil fields. Other oil fields are Ghawar, which has become the world's largest oil field after Dharan. Oil in Iraq. Oil was discovered here in 1927. The major oil fields are around Kirkuk and Mosul in the northern part. The oil is marketed by pipeline to the Mediterranean ports in Libya, Syria, and Lebanon for refining and export. Drilling is mostly done by the British company. Let's look at oil in Iran. Oil was first drilled in Iran in 1913 by the British Anglo-Persian Oil Company. In 1951, the first national oil company was formed. Major oil fields are in southwest near Bahnegan, Maiji Sulaiman, Lali, and Aga Jari. Petroleum accounts for 90% of Iran's export and is the second largest producer after Saudi Arabia. Exports are done by the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, who are the forerunners of British Petroleum, commonly known as BP. Let's look at oil in Kuwait. This is one of the world's wealthiest countries due to the oil whose mining began in 1946. Mining is done by the Kuwait Oil Company, which is a joint American and British company. The oil reserves are about 94 billion barrels. That is 10% of the world's reserves. Petroleum accounts for nearly 90% of the export revenue. 2 billion oil barrels were touched in 1991 by the Iraq soldiers. We've come to the end of today's lessons, and for follow-up activities, 1. State 3 conditions that are necessary for the formation of petroleum, and 2. Describe major oil producers in the Middle East. For reference, you can look at KLB Book 1, 5th edition of 2019. You can also get more information from our social media platforms. That is our SMS line 0723 144 259. On YouTube, we are at Elimu TV. On Facebook, Elimu TV, and on Twitter at Elimu TV _KE. Thank you so much for staying tuned.